Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry.
Let's get into some football.
Yeah, for sure.
Your hometown team, the team that you will be going into the Hall of Fame as representing this team, Pittsburgh Steelers. So Aaron Rodgers, he say, I don't want the attention when I'm done playing. You won't see me. When this is all said and done, it's Kaiser Sose. You won't see me. I won't be in public. I won't live a public life. That's why it's so strange what's going on right now in my private life, because I don't want to live a life in the public eye. I'm not going to be in the public eye. When this is done, I'm done. You won't see me, and I'm looking forward to that, right? But then why you going to do the Pat McAfee Show every Tuesday during the season? Why didn't you sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers a long time ago? Because the longer you wait, you know you're going to constantly be talked about. How, one, do you believe that? Two, how is it going from a player, and when you're a good player, as you were and I was, you in a public eye. You can't go to the grocery store. Anywhere you go, you sign an autograph. Do you believe that's possible for Aaron Rodgers?
Do I believe it's possible for him to go off the map and be not seen?
Do you think he'll do that?
I don't know. He might want to go into the jungle and do what he was doing before. Like, I mean, if that's that's possible. I would think so. But does he really want to do it? If I knew him better, and then just all the stories I hear, I don't believe there's no way in hell he's saying what he actually.
Okay, you don't know Aaron Rodgers, but you played with Ben Roethlisberger. Is that like
no comparison? No
comparison at all?
No, man. That's
why is that? Explain that.
From what I get from the media with Aaron, Ben is not, it's nowhere near there. You know what I'm saying? Like the caliber of just, over the topness and kind of just calling guys out and throwing cats under the bus, his coaches and all. I just didn't get that from Ben. It may have been situations and circumstances where he may have said something and it was taken by the media as that, but I'm, almost 90% sure he probably said it to him behind closed doors before it was even said. So I just didn't, the only thing that may have happened with Ben, like when he was younger, was, he may have exaggerated how hurt he was or something,
he wanted some sympathy.
No, so it makes you look a little tougher, man. Okay. Ben is a tough dude, no matter what. Like, he's sitting in there, he's taking the hits, he's doing all that.
Ben is big as fuck.
Right. Sometimes he may embellish, a little bit of what's going on, so that when he go out there and he dog y'all,
oh my God, he played through so much and got the victory.
So it's right. So
okay, now you played for Mike Tomlin. Do you believe Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, they can make this relationship, this partnership work? Knowing the type
I think they can make it work if they win it. If they start losing and it's looking like they ain't gonna make above a 500, I think it gets real ugly real fast. Like, to the point of like they
don't think about what you say.
No, I'm saying to the point of like they may just be like, you know what, let's let this dude go mid-season for Aaron. Like, let's just get him out of here, put one of these other quarterbacks in. Mike T ain't going nowhere. So everybody that believes, Mike T needs to go somewhere, that's not going to happen. You got a coach right now.
You don't think it's in the realm of any possibility that Aaron Rodgers can get Mike Tomlin fired at all?
No, only person getting Mike Tomlin fired is Mike Tomlin. If he goes and and puts up a couple losing seasons, then I don't see him getting fired. He has a number of years left on his contract. I could see the possibility of them not renewing him, but not firing him. That's just something that the Steelers not going to do, especially after having, this much success over that longer time frame without a losing season. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I understand. We have not won a playoff game since 2016.
And they ain't going to win one this year either.
And that is a huge drought. But, you got 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. You know what I'm saying? Grass ain't always green on the other side. And, maybe a lot of people don't want to go over there and check it out. So
to me, I see it where when you win, covers up a lot.
Covers up a lot.
Covers up a lot. When you start losing, then it's going to come out because, man, you should have signed earlier. Motherfucker, wait until mini camp to sign. You'd have been hearing the OTAs and
it would have been more.
Something to say when you start losing. But when you win it kind of just covers up.
It covers up all the BS. It covers up all the BS.
Yeah.
It covers up all the stuff in the locker room. As soon as you start losing, the first thing the media is in there doing is they watching now. They're looking.
You think the Steelers can make the playoffs?
Do I think the Steelers can make the playoffs? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who they gonna knock out? Because let's just go through it right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got the Chiefs in there, right? Yeah. Right?
Go ahead.
The Chargers?
No.
They made it last year. Jim Harbaugh
They got lucky.
No. Jim Harbaugh, his second year as a head coach, everywhere he's been has been a huge jump. You think that jump is not going to continue, or you think it stops just this year? Every place he's been.
No, I'm playing with you.
Okay.
Hold on. I would think he would. I'm not putting.
Hold up. We're going to go through the AFC, and I want you to tell me who they're going to knock out. So we think the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. That's the AFC West, because those all three were playoff teams last year. Bo Nix in his second year. He's probably going to be better with Sean Payton.
No, he going to have that sophomore letdown.
Sophomore slump, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you go to the AFC East. The Bills going to be in. So that's 4 teams that made it. AFC North, we probably going to pick the Ravens for sure. That's 5 teams. And then you got the AFC South, whether it's the Texans, the Colts, the Titans, whoever it is.
You got to realize something. Of all those teams you said, I feel like our defense can play better. And if we get a quarterback that can actually
I don't believe y'all defense was better than the Broncos defense last year. They wasn't better than the Broncos. The Broncos had one of the best defenses in the league with 2 of the better pass rushers in the league.
I said could play better. I didn't say was better.
But if they didn't play better last year, and you got the young defense that got better in Denver, because now this is how I look at it. The Steelers going to be competing with these teams because it's going to be one spot for all these teams I'm about to name. The Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, and the Bengals. Those 3 teams.
Yeah, we got all them.
Huh?
We got all them.
Y'all can't beat us. Y'all not beating us.
Gals. We got
Y'all not beating us.
Gals.
Y'all not beating us. Y'all not beating us.
Come on now.
Y'all not going to beat us.
Yes.
Y'all can't stop us.
Stop who?
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, Mike Gesicki. Y'all not stopping us. And then that O-line.
What happened last year?
Huh?
What happened last year?
1-1.
Okay.
And the bad part is the game that y'all won, it was uneffing, bro. We let Russell Wilson shred us for 400 yards in the air. Best game of the season. We got new defensive coordinator. I'll bet money on that. We're going to beat y'all ass both games this year. Hey, you know what? Now that we talking about the Steelers and Bengals, producers, hey, y'all got the clip that we was talking about yesterday when I did my shoes, so we can get in that real quick before Keely Ringo get on. Y'all got that? Okay, hold up. Pause it right quick. So let's go backstory, right? So that season, we were one of the best teams in the league. We all young. Carson, our quarterback, myself, Chad, Chris Henry at receiver, may he rest in peace. We was damn near unbeatable. Our offense was top 3 in the league, if I'm not mistaken. our defense, total yards weren't good, but they were number one in forced turnovers. And we played the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And I forget the hotel we stayed at. It was a big-ass hotel in Pittsburgh, man. And I get on the elevator. Bunch of Pittsburgh Steeler fans. And they, they talking shit, but they being super cool. Mm-hmm. So I told Buddy they had terrible towels, and they're just waving them, and I'm just joking with them and whatnot. And I said, hey, let me buy that from you. $20. He's like, no. I said $100. As soon as I said $100, he said, yeah. So I gave him $100. And he gave me the terrible towel. Well,
you could have went and got a terrible towel for $19.99.
Where? Right. So
anywhere.
I'm about to get on a team bus to go to the stadium.
Oh, right then.
Yeah. And so we come out for pregame. And I got it on my left side as a streamer. So I'm warming up with that thing, with that thing down. And Marvin walks by me and he snatches it. So I turn around because I'm to myself pregame. I turn around like, Marvin, give me it back, bro. What you? I try to take it back. He wouldn't give it back to me. So the whole game, obviously, I didn't have it. So the game ends. By the way, I had a great game. I had 2 touchdowns I think I had over 100 yards, but I know I for sure had 2 touchdowns. So as we walk into the tunnel, it was hanging out. I guess he must have given it to Hugh Jackson. Mm-hmm. It was kind of, I could see part of it hanging out the back pocket of his pants. Man, I pulled that shit right on out. I'm running off the field like this. And then I get towards the tunnel and I was like, let me sit down and just do this. Now y'all go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it. So I just started doing that. It was just kind of impromptu. I hadn't thought about it. And I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, that was a downfall right there, baby.
I didn't think anything of it. I was just having fun, right?
You ain't never heard the curse of the terrible towel?
Hey, it's real crazy because I talk a lot of I play video games, right? Just Madden. I'm in a Madden chat right now. The chat, damn near every player in the chat is from Pittsburgh. They all love the Steelers. And so because I don't tell people who I am. So when they found out it was me, I know them boys hate me because I be talking shit. They be talking. I just lost to one of these motherfuckers in the AFC Championship game too, by the way. But anyway, explain to the people, the listeners, we played y'all. We had a home game. We ended up playing Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers in a wild card game. We were at home. We should have won that game. We were winning that game.
I didn't even get to play all that game. I got hurt.
Yeah, that was my Super Bowl because had that not happened to Carson, when they introduced me, they would be saying Super Bowl champ TJ Houshmandzadeh because nobody was beating us that year.
Yeah, if you didn't rub your feet on that towel.
So we lose the game. Carson Palmer gets hurt first play. Chris Henry gets hurt the first play, which was a 50, 60-yard bomb, if you recall. First play of the game. We bombed the fuck out of y'all. And both of those guys go down. Now let's rewind. Explain, because I've heard it so many times, but I'm getting bits and pieces of it. Bill Cowher, the head coach, explain all of that led up into it. And then he brings.
To be honest with you, I really couldn't recall exactly what he said in the meeting, but it was pointed out and the video was shown for sure. Like, yeah, it was shown. And like I said, I think I got hurt the very first play, like on kickoff. And then the next play, I think, is when y'all quarterback got hurt.
Chemo hit him low, cheap shot at him.
Nah, hey, Chemo don't cheap shots.
No, he's not a cheap. No, he's a stand-up dude. He didn't cheap shot him purposely, but it was a late hit and it was low.
It was low. I don't know how late it was. He was kind of falling into it, so.
Towards ACL, yeah, it was. But with that being said, I believe we were up. It was either 17-7 at halftime or 17-10. We still should have won the game. We had a lot of mishaps at halftime. Chad can explain that to y'all when he come back. He can explain that to y'all if he wants to. Y'all ask Chad, what the mishaps were at halftime. But yeah, man, that was the year. So I'm young. That's my 3rd or 4th year, maybe. So I'm thinking, next year we're gonna be right back here. We're gonna be right back. We got the same team. Nope.
Oh, buddy, it don't work like that.
Bro, it don't work. Like you think.
Cats don't understand and realize all of the nuances that go into each season and each game and each play and how this play right here could have turned out differently. And they don't understand how hard it is to get back, especially when you get there like young. You know, it's like, oh, we could be back. No.
That shit is, I was like, we gonna be back next year. And never got back. We was always good on offense, though. I will say that. We was still running and gunning on offense. We was out that bitch like the Pacers or the Golden State Warriors. We just, well, the Pacers, because we ain't winning championship like the Warriors, but we just,
the
points, we wasn't winning. It was
you always go too far.